All right, we starting the interview now.
You starting the interview right now?
Yeah, that's what I was calling.
Alright. Is it live or is it pre-recorded?
No.
It's gonna be pre-recorded.
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there in about an hour.
All
I
right.
don't know how traffic is right now, so whenever I pull up, I'm gonna pull up.
All right, brother.
Alright, bro.
Ready?
Yeah, it's recording.
So this is the Mars Files powered by MiamiSoundWav Radio, and today we have XXX Tentacion.
Oh, it's recording?
Yeah, it's recording now.
Okay.
I mean, basically we just started them all off. Like you already did that no jumper that kind of like covered everything, so I'm gonna just like lightly cover everything.
Okay.
Kind of like tell me like where you grew up, stuff like that.
I grew up in the Broward area. Basically, like, I was born. I was born in the Plantation Hospital, but I was born, like, raised near like the Pompano / North Lauderdale area. Growing up afterwards, that was like when I was really young, and then afterwards I stayed with my mom for quite a while. I stayed with her for like 4 years. After I stayed with her for like 4 years, I started getting into a lot of trouble. Afterwards, I went to a program, got kicked out of the program, ended up staying with my grandmother, so I started staying in Lauderhill, which they consider four-way or deep side. After a while of staying there, I just kind of conformed into getting into a massive amount of trouble and letting myself go. So after I reached that point in life, I kind of went from there. So I guess you could say from the Pompano, North Lauderdale to the Lauderhill area.
Yeah. And then I guess kind of like when you were in school and shit, like what kind of kid were you?
Indecisive and not at all the norm. I definitely felt as if my thoughts were beyond the normal human thought or human thought process, because when I was in school, my thoughts were always on 1,000, so that was the reason why I couldn't focus. That was the reason why I felt as if school was my mind was always racing, so I felt like my mind was somewhere completely else in school. And I don't tell anybody to disband school, because I feel like school is definitely meant for some people, but I couldn't handle it. And it's unfortunate to say, because I definitely would have liked to graduate to make my family proud, but it's not something I fell through with.
What do you think it was that school? Was it like the people? It
was me. Everything is me. It's like my own madness that pretty much like eats me.
And where do you think that kind of thing comes from?
Depression. Depression and insecurities.
Why do you feel like you're maybe depressed or insecure?
Because I'm not shit. The more you live life, the more you realize that you are just
like
a pebble.
Yeah.
A pebble out of 1,000.
Yeah, like a
pebble out of a mountain of boulders.
Yeah. I mean, you don't feel like you're like, cause bro, like you're pretty successful, like to an extent, you know what I mean? Like you're not
successful to someone that is trying to reach that point, but to someone that is established, no, not at all.
Yeah, I feel that, but like, do you as you get more successful, does like the burden of like your madness, does it like?
It gets worse.
It gets worse?
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
Because it's just more of a thought process. It's like the more you get into this, the more you meet people that don't really give a fuck about you, the more you just realize, like, I guess it sucks to comfort all my fans, and then when they try and be there for me, it's like I can't accept it. I don't know. It's a very you have over 1,000 to 1 million people contacting you or saying anything or trying to comfort you, or it's like.
Like maybe like the more.
It's like trying to kiss the wind. It's not gonna work.
I feel you. Do you think like the more, so like you're saying the more success, the worse it's getting? Do you think that's because maybe like it feels like, it kind of almost feels like empty, like you just said, like kissing the wind? Like
yeah, I've always been empty though. I think I'll always be empty. It's a big problem. It's like a void nobody can fill.
Where do you think that comes from, or do you even know?
Depression and self-hate, abandonment.
That's wild. I don't even know what to say. How did I guess to switch it up real quick, how'd you get into music?
I didn't know what else I wanted to do, and music I felt was the only way I could express myself or express my depressed thoughts or any thought or any sort of excitement that I couldn't display as far as doing anything in life. Cause I mean, when you get very emotional and you feel a certain amount of depression or a certain amount of happiness, what else is there really to do?
Yeah.
Besides do extracurricular shit
Like music, sports, stuff like
sports
that.
and shit like that. But I wasn't that type. I just, like I said, my mind in itself eats itself. It's a very humiliating process.
Do you feel like music's like therapeutic for you?
Music is me giving insight as to what I am. It's not therapeutic.
It's not therapeutic at all.
No, it's very depressing to read over or listen to what I put out.
Do you listen to your music?
I do. I listen to it very consistently.
And then I guess so you don't have there's no like therapeutic value in it, even like
Not
when
at
you're
all.
even when you're like recording
I do it purely to make people relate and show people that, I mean, pretty much it's,
you're not alone.
Yeah, you're not alone. That's the concept of the alone in itself.
Yeah.
It's like a big family.
Yeah, I was watching your No Jumper, and you said that was kind of like your ideology is like alone.
Yeah, I want to thank Geneva for that, because Geneva definitely was the one that had showed me that and made me feel that way.
Yeah.
Definitely taught me that concept.
So I mean, I guess I kind of want to ask you, like, with the whole jail thing, like, you went to jail, you just recently got out, like, what was that experience like going back? Or
it was horrible. It's depressing. You wake up every day, there's nothing to look forward to. It's like the gateway to suicide. It's like being a step away from wanting to die. Every single fucking day you wake up and you see the same people, the same negativity, and it's just the same thing. And that's the problem. Hold on, I gotta call.
Yeah, that's cool.
Hey Bruno, I gotta call you back in like 2 seconds. I'm in an interview. Alright, love you. Yo. Yeah, what's going on? Alright, well, I'm in the middle of the interview, so just try and get here as soon as you can. Alright, fam. Sorry about that.
No, it's cool. So, did anybody know who you were in jail or no?
Yeah, not too many.
Was that different from like the last time you went? Was that different?
Last time, as far as when I was a kid, I mean, people knew me on like Facebook and shit. I was always into that whole social media wave because I just saw how much it did for people. Like I saw people get successful off of like Vine.
Yeah.
So I always thought it was like the gateway to a lot of shit. Mm-hmm. I mean, social media is definitely what you make it. It's networking altogether. So.
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, all the money I've made was in the last 2 years.
Exactly. I've done all off of social media.
Yeah.
I haven't made a single dollar off of anything but social media.
Yeah, no, for sure. So there was people in jail that were like fans of your music type shit?
I only met like five people. Like I went in and I saw he's like my brother Corey. I knew him since elementary school. He was already in there. He already knew what I was doing with my life. I saw someone that I actually had beef with, but like we had squash shit, so we was cool. He knew about my music. He knew what I was doing. I saw a fan, in there. I saw a fan when I was in Orlando, and then like one more person.
So that whole thing, you originally got arrested in Orlando.
Correct.
And then after that,
They transported me to how it went is I went to the county jail in Orlando, got transferred to the Orange County juvenile. Went from the Orange County Juvenile to the Broward County Juvenile. Went from the Broward County Juvenile to the main jail, to the Conti, from the Conti jail, from Joseph Conti to the main jail again, and then was released on home electric monitor.
And then what's the whole situation with that? Because I see like you got shows and stuff coming up. Like
I'll still be able to do shows in Florida. I just gotta work something out with me and my lawyer and the judge and the ankle monitor woman to kind of work some shit out. But yeah, I actually got a show coming up in Miami in October, and I got another one coming in Tampa. I'm trying to make sure I verify that I'm gonna be able to do it, but as of right now, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to do them.
That's dope. So, but you're not really allowed to travel outside?
Nah, outside the state, no.
Do you know for how long, or it's still kind of up in the air?
Pretty much until the case is closed. I got high hopes for the case.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really want to talk about it because it's still open.
Yeah, not at all.
Does it feel different, like from maybe a year and a half ago till now? Does it
No,
it feel
I still
different?
don't feel like shit.
You still don't feel like shit?
No, I still don't feel like shit, and I don't get to experience it because I'm not a very outside social person. I'm not the type of person to spend hours at the beach. I don't really go to the mall. I don't browse, man. I don't go around the city just looking for something to do. I just sit home and think and manifest pretty much. That's all you gonna realize life is doing. Because the more you're out at these parties, you're just spending all your energy, and you're gonna realize you are, as a being, are energy. So the more you give foolishness or any sort of distraction your energy, you can't manifest on anything that you want. So anything like, as far as a music career, as far as if you're a football player or a boxer, you gotta manifest all that energy you have into one thing, and that's how you become successful. Some people give into distractions as far as Twitter, or as far as
just going
distractions
out.
as far as females or
100%.
drugs in themselves. It's just all draining their energy pretty much.
100%. Do you do any drugs? Are you even allowed to right now? Or are you on papers?
Even if I did
how does that
do
work?
drugs, I'm pretty sure that the police, if they're gonna investigate me, they would check this. So no, I do not do drugs.
Yeah, I feel you 100%. I feel you 100%.
My mind is a drug.
I mean, how does it feel though to be free? Like, does it feel the same as being in the jail? Or, I mean, it's got to feel a little different, no?
I don't feel free.
You don't feel free?
No.
Damn. That's rough. I mean, I guess what are your like moving forward, like going forward? What's your plan?
For an announcement to my fans and a brief apology to everyone that has expected me to stay underground or is expecting me to forever remain what I am, or to take the slower route. I've taken the slower route for quite some time. I've seen where it's gonna go. It's a very relationship-oriented thing that I can be in as far as the underground, because I get to constantly watch my social media or pay attention to my fans, and I will always pay attention to my fans. But as of now, I wish to expand so I can become more controversial than I am now, because as far as the content I've released, I have some pretty outspoken shit on there. I have some pretty crazy shit on there.
Definitely.
That when it's discovered just based off of radio play or anything like that, I'll definitely be very, very, very controversial as far as, I mean, just the industry period.
Yeah.
The world period. I feel like I'm gonna have a say in a lot of things if I keep going at the direction I'm going. But I mean, I'm expected to drop at least 2 to 3 music videos on World Star, with my buddy JMP Photography and a friend Massacre. And I'm expected to drop a song. I won't say which song, but I'm gonna be dropping a song on the radio. I'm not sure as to what radio station yet, but we are coming to a conversation.
Are those videos already shot, or they're
No, they're
still
not.
in the works?
They're gonna be in the works, yeah.
Okay. What motivates you? Like what makes you want to
Depression.
do the music? Depression motivates you?
Yeah, because I'm tired of seeing people like fall to this shit. Pretty much, it's like, bro, when you go through this shit, it's like, it's like being alive but not being alive, dog. It's like it's like being in jail, bro. It's like being in a mental prison.
Yeah.
And like, that's not something that anybody should feel like they're alone in, because I want people to pretty much know that, like, that feeling is not, it's not just you that feels that way, because it's like, that shit really leads onto something, you feel me? Like, I'm pussy about the fact that I'm still alive, you feel me? There's some real kids, like, kids younger than me that real deal, like, are tired of this shit, bro. And I mean, that's just due to past lives and due to how many times they've gone through the same shit over and over again because they haven't learned their history. But I just mean, as far as like with anything, man, I'm just distraught at seeing people succumb to themselves. It's a sad thing to see people succumb to themselves beyond anything. And I'm not talking about crime. I'm not talking about murder, rape. I'm talking about like real deal, like, you hate yourself and you're the reason why you're gonna die.
Yeah.
That's not a good feeling.
I mean,
at all.
do you feel that way? You feel that way?
I don't know.
I feel you. I guess, like, do you feel like you'll ever be happy? Like, do you feel like you'll ever find happiness?
I don't believe in happiness. I believe in joy.
In what?
I believe in joy. I don't believe in happiness.
So do you ever feel like, so is there moments where you have
Yes, there's
joy?
definitely moments of joy. I definitely will always find moments of joy. But happiness is...
How do you feel about that word, happiness, the feeling? How do you
Happiness, I feel
about
like it's
that?
fake. I feel like it's a very fake word. I feel like happiness is something that they truthfully say, like, it's permanent. They try and say happiness is permanent. Like,
Yeah.
like the way they speak on happiness, they say you find, like, it's like saying you find it permanently. But
Yeah,
there really
I feel
is no
that.
happiness. And they say
that.
happiness lies within, because when you're okay with yourself
Yeah.
and you can find peace within yourself, then it makes everything so much easier. But even then, you don't find happiness. You find contemplation, contradiction. You find pretty much just your thought process starts to race. No matter how you dwell into the shit, it always comes down to a thought process.
Yeah.
Even not thinking is a thought process,
Yeah.
because you have to get down to that level of thinking.
But you don't also feel like maybe it's like up to perception, like maybe like you could perceive like maybe maybe it's all like up for interpretation, maybe like
As far as the way I interpret things,
yeah, like maybe,
I'm a certain breed of man.
maybe if you interpreted it a different way, maybe
Yeah,
you'd feel
definitely, I'm a
different
certain breed of man. That's why I said depression doesn't necessarily find everyone.
way. Yeah.
Everyone has a depressed moment, but I'm a certain breed of man. So it's only really, my vision is only for those who can relate. I don't really speak for those who are happy. I really don't speak for those who are have constant joyous moments. I'm speaking for those who are still in my situation.
Yeah, 100%.
So that's why I can only speak to those who are in my situation, because a man of happiness would never even find joy in my music or find joy in my words.
Yeah,
He would
but I
just
mean,
look at me like a fool.
but I would also just to play devil's advocate, I would say that like it's kind of like maybe somebody who's really happy is like finds your music, and it's like the same thing as like a kid lives in the suburbs listening to Chief Keef. You know,
Yeah.
it's like it's
Sometimes
like
they discover my shit and it's
Yeah.
different. It just all depends on what they find first.
yeah, no,
Like,
for
a
sure.
lot of some people find my depressing shit first and they fall in love.
Yeah.
Because they see what I am from the very jump.
What's your favorite song you've ever done?
I
Or
spoke
do
to
you
the
have
devil in
one?
Miami. He said everything would be fine.
That's your favorite one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's dope. That shit's super
You
dope.
heard it? You fuck with it?
Yeah, I fuck with that. I fuck with King. I fuck with Snow. I fuck with those. Yeah.
Yeah, I like all my emotional shit. I don't like my
I mean,
rage shit.
Look at Me though is like the jam.
I'm tired of Look at Me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you are.
It's gonna get so much bigger too, so I'm
Yeah,
really
yeah.
gonna be tired of it.
Yeah,
I'm tired
yeah.
of it.
I feel like that's a thing though. I feel like artists like their biggest
Their biggest songs
they
they hate 'em.
fucking hate.
Always. Sorry, I got answers.
Nah, do your thing, bro.
Hello? Yo, Kay, I'm gonna call you back in like 2 seconds. I'm going through an interview right now. You straight though? Alright, fam, I'm about to call you in to check on you. I have been wanting to check on you.
What was that again?
Alright, fam, I'm gonna call you. No, sure. Yeah, we good.
You want another beer?
Oh, no, I got it.
What kind of things inspire you? Like what inspires your music? I mean, I know these are like basic questions. but
Anything that
it's just, like, some
stimulates the
shit.
mind, man. Anything that puts a mind in a higher level of thinking or a lower one. It's really, 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 really cool. It's like, all right, you go listen to me, and you go listen to Chief Keef. I have intellectually, like, I speak a lot of crazy shit, but Chief Keef's creativity with as far as how slow he puts it, it's like you realize that the mind, like, bro, it's hard to say, bro. Like, anything that stimulates the mind, anything that can affect the mind in a certain way. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Anything that makes you perceive different.
Do you watch TV at all? Like what kind of stuff do you watch when you watch TV?
I don't actually watch TV. I watch Netflix. I watch
Yeah.
Netflix, and I watch like.
What do you watch on Netflix? Like you watch documentaries?
Pretty
and
much
shit?
like animes and shit. Animes and like American Horror Story and like when I'm not watching fucking Netflix. Sonny's over there laughing. When I'm not watching fucking Netflix, I'm pretty much like on Crunchyroll. I fuck with Crunchyroll. I fuck with Kiss Anime. Like when I'm not watching that, I'm watching like different animes as far as One Piece, Blue Exorcist, Hunter x Hunter. Obviously like the old Naruto Shippuden, but I finished the manga, so like I'm far more ahead than a lot of people.
Yeah.
I mean just a lot of
Have you ever
anime.
seen One Punch Man?
One Punch Man, I saw it briefly. Everybody told me to get into it, but the characters, like I can't fuck with a comical character, and he's far too
Yeah.
comical, and I don't feel like he's a character you can get into.
Yeah.
So I had to fuck with I have no homo, but I have to have some sort of attraction to the main character. Like
Yeah.
I can't I can't not like want to like fuck with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's gotta be like a connection. Like
I can't find a connection and just
underlying.
I just feel like the whole concept of One Punch Man is just the action in itself. I just feel like the action is really what.
Honestly, I don't really watch anime like that, but I've seen a couple episodes of One Punch Man, and I'm just like, this is fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's hard, but it's just not. No, I like an emotional story behind all my shit.
Kind of going back a little, like, how was your experience at Rolling Loud? Cause like I saw.
Man, Rolling Loud was sick, man.
Yeah.
I wanna give a big shout out to fucking Dopey and T. Dopey and T is awesome, man. Dopey and T has tutored me through a lot of shit. I've definitely watched them. If there's anybody I watched, and I used to hate on Dopey and T, like.
I think everybody did at some point,
yeah,
but you
man.
can't like deny the fact.
But Tarek, man, Tarek is a great guy, man. Tarek,
yeah, I mean, you can't deny the fact like how much they
prosper,
like,
man. They've done a lot for the music.
If it wasn't for Dopey and T, a lot of
shit would not have come to Miami or not come to a lot of states. Definitely, Dopey and T is the foundation for a lot of shit right now.
100%.
Tarek, man, Tarek is something else, man. Tarek is a hard fucking worker, man. Regardless of what anybody says about Dopey and T, man, I fucking love Tarek, bro. Tarek put money on my fucking lawyer, bro, when I was in jail, bro. Tarek is a very genuine guy. Fuck what anybody
100%.
says about Tarek, man. Tarek altogether is a very nice guy. I never got the opportunity or the opportunity to meet Matt. But I'm sure he's a delightful guy. But yeah, I never got to meet him. But Tarek, man, has left a very, 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 very good impression on me. He's a phenomenal guy.
Yeah, no, I mean honestly, we needed you back. Like we needed you back. Like, nah, for real, you've done a lot. Like, I don't know if you realize it, but like you've done a lot to make this South Florida culture like a lot bigger. You know what I'm saying? I think like you bring people out to shows. Like that's like the most important thing, because like if your name's not on the list, the show's not gonna be packed.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I haven't seen what my name can do as of late, so I'm gonna be quite surprised when I do see it.
It's gonna be fucking 100 times more. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
it's already fucking incredible.
It'll be crazy to see once it finally happens, but I mean, what I was pulling out before was just decent to me. I knew I
understand that. I understand where you're coming from with it, but I would say like because you're comparing yourself to like bigger people.
Yeah,
like,
bigger people.
If you think about it in like perspective of like down here of like who's really bringing people out, it's you and Ski and not really.
And Denzel, pretty much.
Denzel,
Ski, Denzel.
But Denzel doesn't really do shows like that. Like y'all were on like every.
No, Denzel just does shows in different states, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little different. It's a little different because he's like a little different point. You know what I mean? Mm. But yeah, like y'all bring people out. But we needed you, and we needed you, and not having you was a problem. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad you're back, and I'm glad that you're gonna be able to start doing shows again, because like we really did need you out down here, because you've done a lot, bro. Whether you want to believe it or not, or however you feel about it, like you have done a lot for this South Florida culture.
I'm just waiting to feel it.
I feel you.
Pretty much.
I feel you 100%. So on that note, like, so the upcoming shows are the Tampa show, the Miami show.
Yeah, I got they're all in October, man. I don't know the specific dates of them, but shouts out to my boy Bezzy. Bezzy is the one throwing the Miami show. And then I got these guys from fucking Tampa, Tribe Events, that's planning some shit with me. So right now, these are the only two shows I know of, because I don't want to keep making assumptions that I'm gonna be able to like as of right now, I know I can do shows, but I'm just trying to make sure like I'm very timely with it. I'm trying to make sure I plan them well, because I don't want this lady to try and fuck me over, man. Yeah,
I feel you. How was that whole thing like? When you, because I was gonna show up to a couple of your court dates, but they kept getting like moved and shit.
I mean,
like, was it like a problem that a bunch of people were showing up?
No, the people showing up definitely helped, because it showed the court system pretty much. It showed
you're an influential person.
That I'm a very influential person, and that I do have a pull.
Yeah.
So it made them consider my career as a rap artist or a musician or an artist in itself.
That's amazing.
And take it very it made them not see it
just as like brush it off.
Yeah,
like,
it didn't make them brush it off.
Another rapper.
Yeah, when they saw the numbers, like man, I get like 1.16 million a week, man.
Yeah.
1.16 million plays a fucking week, man. Like
that's insane.
When you see some shit like that, that's.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy too is I remember like one of the first times I met you was at that show that I was throwing that like a bunch of people were on.
Yeah.
And, like I just threw a bunch of people on there because like it was just like my first show. I didn't really know what I was doing, and I kind of just wanted people to show up. Yeah. And y'all showed up. And I remember you had hit me up before, and like honestly, like I feel like that's like one of my biggest mistakes is like not letting y'all. Like I should have just said fucking yes.
Yeah,
you know
no,
what I'm saying?
y'all let us in though.
I mean, yeah, of course, like you know, because I mean, also though at the same time, like not. I don't want to make it sound weird, but like I was a little scared. I'm like, damn, is this kid gonna hit me right now? Like,
No,
you know what
bro.
I'm saying? But I talked to Tay, and I was just like, yo, I wasn't mad at y'all. I was mad at Tay. You know what I'm saying? Because he told y'all something.
Yeah.
Whatever. Long story short, like I just should have like.
Yo, I play fought with your cousin that day.
I know.
I broke his
and
finger.
You know what's so crazy? You know what's
I broke
so
his
crazy
fucking
is like
finger.
you and my cousin, like you remind me of my cousin so much.
Yeah, bro.
He's so much.
Yeah, bro. He's got a fighter spirit, bro.
Yeah,
I noticed
yeah.
that. We was throwing hands and shit.
Like the first
bro,
time
he
I met
broke
you,
his
I'm telling
fucking
you.
bro. I broke
Yeah.
his finger on accident, bro, and like he soldiered that shit
Yeah,
out,
I
bro.
know. I'm telling you, that dude's crazy. It's funny. It's so funny because like I was either thinking like, yo, these kids are gonna like not fuck with each other at all,
Or they're gonna fuck with each other immensely. Yeah,
exactly. Cause
no, I'm more of a when it comes to anybody that has the same amount of energy as me, I'm more of an accepting guy. I only like to challenge out of joy, pretty much out of fun.
yeah, and he was down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, cause y'all are like the same kind of person.
Yeah, he asked me to play fight. he was like, yo, you want to play fight? I was like, sure. He was like, yo, I fuck with you. You're the only person that would do that shit. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's tight. Yo, shout out to John Ryan. That's funny
Yeah,
as fuck.
so we just went around slapping each other and shit.
But yeah, well, but yeah, honestly, I don't know. It's just crazy to see like how far you've come. You know what I mean? Cause like that was, bro. I remember the first time we talked through DM was like February 2015. That's like a little over a year ago, and like just you had like 2,000 followers.
I mean, I have a few favorite videographers, man. I only have like three to four, man. It's pretty much JMP, Massacre, you, and fucking Forbes from UOT.
That's
you guys
crazy.
You guys are the only ones I pay attention to. I don't give a fuck or pay attention to.
You know what's
else.
crazy is like I don't even feel like I'm that great of a videographer.
No, man. See, the thing is, I like anybody that's consistent, and you're by far consistent. You've definitely
I work
branded.
hard. I work hard.
Yeah, and you've beyond like branded. Like you've branded very, 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 very well, and I like the concept to what you've done because now what I've taken from the whole Mars is that it's a higher level of thinking. That's what I've taken from it. I think like you know what the fuck you're doing and you're gonna preconceive this plan, this master plan, and I feel like you are going to be great. I feel like you're sleeping on yourself. I feel like you're going to be great.
I kind of feel you. I'm kind of like the same way as you in the sense that like I don't think I'm shit yet. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's gonna come though.
I hope it does. I hope one day I could like wake up in the morning and be like, yeah, I'm the shit.
Yeah, no, you got.
But I also feel like that might like lose like I might lose like a little bit of like I guess hunger maybe for it, cause like if I think I'm the shit, then like, what am I?
No, you never lose it because life will always throw you a fucking obstacle. That's what you're gonna realize. There is no such thing. The only way you lose it is if you're a fucking fool, and if you can't remain consistent, man, you're fucked.
If you give up.
Yeah, if you're fucked, man. That's just all it is, like. And like, I say that to all my friends, man. I say that to like everybody I fuck with. I was like, it's all about remaining consistent. That's why I really fuck with Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi's funeral, man, because that nigga is consistent. Like, even with dropping material, even with constantly doing shows, that nigga is consistent. When it comes to consistency, Wi-Fi is definitely consistent. There's a lot more people that are far more consistent than me. I feel like I'm just, as far as conceiving my plans, like I've just always been. Like I don't know, when I do anything, it's from the heart, so it's always different than what everybody else does. But I mean, just niggas, there's people who are far more consistent than me. Yeah. And there are gonna be people who are far more successful than me. I'm gonna see it plenty of times.
Yeah, but I think with you though is like you're like everything you say in your songs is like a real feeling. Like everything feels real. Like nothing that you do feels forced. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Except cocaine for my breakfast. Hold that pistol, ambidextrous.
I still like even maybe if you don't believe what you're saying, like you still say it like it
you can
feels
feel it in the
real.
core.
Like
you
can
feel it in the core.
It feels it.
Yeah, it's just that energy, man. I bring energy to a track. I don't like coming on the track and not giving off my persona.
I have a question. What like, cause I know you used to like kind of spit just like straight bars. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was the?
What led into it?
What was the?
Papa
what was
Roach.
the switch? Papa Roach.
Papa Roach, 3 Days Grace, The Fray. They played a big fucking like, bro. They played a big fucking toll. Like they took a big toll on my mind, man. Cause like I was just listening to like all rap, and I was like, yo, there's something else out here. Like this is far too cliche for me. This is just they just repeat the same shit over and over again. They want to fuck a bitch, or they talking about how you shouldn't like what you shouldn't do. But it's just like, bro.
Yeah. No, I feel what you're saying.
Rappers are just talking about the same shit. So I went to rock to find to see if there's different material, and they're talking about heartbreak. They're talking about heroin addiction. Fucking, I mean, a bunch of crazy shit, man. They're talking about bro, I don't know. I fell into some crazy rock, man. Some crazy fucking rock.
Like besides them, who do you listen to? Like, who inspires you? Because I know you're a big Kurt Cobain fan, right?
Yeah, the only person that inspires me, the word inspire, the only person that inspires me is Kurt Cobain, because I feel like he went out with his mystique. Anybody that can die with their mystique definitely completed what they started. Because he died a character. Nobody ever got to see the other side of him. Nobody ever got to see that human side of him. And I definitely want to conquer that. I want to definitely become my persona altogether. So I mean, he did it right as fuck, man.
I'm gonna go just real quick to some Twitter questions, because some people were asking questions on Twitter or whatever.
Let's run it.
What's the name about and how the fuck do you say it? Is what somebody said.
XXX Tentacion.
Yeah. What does it mean? I know it means something in Latin, right?
Yeah, it means unknown temptation.
Unknown temptation.
Yes. It means unknown temptation. That is what my name means. It means temptation, crazy things, or sexual temptation, but the altogether meaning is unknown temptation. That is the biggest meaning behind it. Because all throughout life, everything will be unknown temptation. Life revolves around choices, pretty much. So you have the tempting one, and then you have the less appealing one.
Did when you were in jail, did you I mean, I don't know how long were you gone for?
Only 3 months.
3 months? Did you?
Yeah, but it felt like forever.
Yeah. Did you? I mean, was there a way to write to you and shit, or you couldn't even get mail and shit?
Yeah, the only person that really wrote to me, I actually had my dad write me from fucking. He was actually being transported to Jamaica, but he fucking messaged me from the I forgot what it's, deportation, man. He sent me a fucking a letter, just trying to put me on beat. I mean, what he sent ended up not mattering, but I mean, he just sent me an important letter, and then my girl tried to send me a letter, but I ended up telling her not to, because I just didn't feel like I was gonna be in there that long. And, And I was making phone calls, so I was like, fuck a letter, pretty much.
Yeah.
But I just didn't disclose. Give out as much information to get letters as much as.
Yeah. Because I mean, I was trying to get some type of information just to write you, just to show you. I mean, people out here. I mean, I know you know, but
man, fuck you, man.
Yeah, I feel you. That shit's rough. I can't even imagine. I went to jail for fucking 24 hours one time.
Yeah, it's not fun. You probably did not enjoy it.
Not fun. The dude under me was having night terrors, and it was freaking me out.
Try being around fucking crackheads 24/7, and then right after you get out of jail, you go to a fucking psych ward. That's not fun.
What was that about? I actually saw on.
Can't say, but just
can't say.
Just know I went to a psych ward.
Somebody on Twitter wants to know what's the next tour date and album.
The next tour date, as far as planning the tour, I mean, I'm gonna work some shit out. When I plan the tour, it's gonna be huge, and I mean huge. I'm not doing the tour unless it's fucking huge, because the one with me and Wi-Fi and Ski and Danny Towers is gonna be at least it was gonna be decent. We were gonna have a decent pull, but they went through it without me, so I gotta surpass that. I can't settle for the level under it. Yeah, I can't settle for less. I gotta definitely surpass that. So when I do the tour, it's gonna be great. But the release date for Bad Vibes Forever as of now is October 31st. At the rate everything is going, hopefully I have it completed before then, so I can give it to everybody on time. But I just got to get all the production and engineering finished. All the lyrics and concepts are done pretty much. It's just getting the hard part done.
Did you produce a lot of the stuff on the new thing, or you have? How is that going?
I'm going to co-produce. I co-produce everything. I co-produce not. There's a couple songs on there that I did not co-produce, but I mean as far as all right, when I spoke to the Devil in Miami, I did that sample myself. I sampled
the piano.
It was his name's Ecor. It's either Alsane or Ecor, but I think the song is Alsane and his name is Ecor. I sampled that myself. I sampled his keys and did the production myself. I did all of that myself. The co-production on Wing Ridden Angel I did I mean, snow, I had somebody engineer for me, but I got that from Kill Station. I mean, I picked Kill Station out as my muse for that tape. I mean, a lot of shit that I fucked with has all pretty much been co-produced by me, or at least like perceived by me. Like I've always been very, 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 very picky, and I feel like my instrumentals are why I'm so great, because I don't fuck up on instrumentals.
Yeah, you like pick the right ones, and you know exactly what you want. I feel like you have like such a clear vision, like such a clear vision. Like I feel like
sometimes if it doesn't fall together, I'm not gonna post it.
Yeah.
If it doesn't feel right, I'm not gonna post it.
Yeah.
And if I do post it, I'm gonna delete it like 2 seconds after. That's why my fans hate me, because I don't stick to it.
Yeah. Did you drop something when you came out?
Yeah, it was called
Because I was looking for it today and I couldn't find it.
It's called I Wonder If Bloods Watch Blue's Clues.
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah, no, it was a song that I didn't want to drop, bro. And my friends were forcing me to drop it. So I ended up dropping it for like a day. It touched like 100K and then I deleted it.
Yeah. I feel you.
Yeah.
That's so crazy that you could just drop a song like that and get 100K.
Yeah.
Doesn't that feel good?
100K feels like nothing, though, man. I want to see all millions.
I mean, but just like one day, though. You know what I mean?
It still feels like nothing.
It still feels like nothing?
You
don't celebrate your success?
Satisfied. No, I celebrate it. I'm very much so grateful. I think that's why I've maintained as long as I have, and why I've gotten gotten as big as I have as quick, and why my fan base is as dedicated. But, I mean, man, I just can't settle for what I am, because like I said, it's like being a pebble out of a fucking mountain of boulders.
Yeah, I feel you.
So it's just all a pyramid scheme, man. I'm trying to go up in the pyramid scheme as we speak.
I feel that. Are you allowed to talk about anything with your case? Are there any of the closest cases closed?
My manager does not want me to talk about it. My mother would kill me. My lawyer would kill me. Anything involving my case does not matter as far as anything wise. I just know I'm gonna be fine. The more I
dwell on it.
The more I dwell on it is not gonna attract anything good. But
yeah.
I'm retaining a lot of positive energy from just the people around me, so I'm gonna be fine. And if I'm not fine, then then fuck it. Life goes on.
Yeah.
Everybody will cry for like 2 days and then they'll move on.
Are you? I mean, I feel like this is a dumb question, but somebody on Twitter asked, so don't shoot me for it. But are you and Ski still cool?
Conversation with Ski, I feel like it's definitely been very, 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 very avoided. I'm gonna break it down for everybody, and I'm gonna start telling everybody this, and this is for all my fans. If you give a fuck about me, pay the fuck attention to what I'm saying. Ski has an ego. Ski has an ego, I have an ego. We have pride. We are men, we have pride. When you come onto another man's Periscope or come onto another man's Twitter and ask another man about another man, how the fuck do you think that sounds like? I've seen people go beyond some normal shit to ask me about like my partner, and I've seen people do it to him. Like he used to always tell me, yo, people always asking me about you. I hate that shit, da da da. Yeah. And then I didn't start feeling it until he got a bit bigger. Yeah. And then when it started to happen to me, I was legitimately like, what the fuck is going on with these people? I just don't get how these kids find it in themselves to go ask another man about another man. But in the short term, Ski has an ego. Ski has been going through his own personal problems. I have always tried to help him. I'm not going to speak on him negatively because that is my brother beyond anything, but he has a very, he's a very tunnel vision person, man. Yeah. When he has his look on something and whether it's right or it's wrong, he's going to go in the direction he wants to go in. So he had to feel what he had to feel on his own. He had to go through all the trouble he's been going through on his own for him to understand what I've warned him about, because going into this career or going into what we've gone into, I've always prepared Ski. I've always tutored Ski through a lot of shit. I've always told him exactly how he's supposed to operate with a lot of things on a business tip, on a mental tip, with everything, man. I mean, that's my brother. That's my brother beyond anything. Nobody needs to keep asking like what's going on, because nothing is going on. That is literally what it is. Nothing. Yeah. Nothing is going on. We're not beefing, but we're not speaking. We're not mad at each other. We are cordial. We stand where we stand. whenever we want to make music, we will fucking make music. If we don't feel like making music, we're not gonna make music. Everybody needs to calm down. It's not that serious. We're gonna be straight.
Yeah, you know what's crazy about that is I relate to that so much. Cause like my best friend Evan, Flower Cop.
Yeah, Flower Cop.
Like, bro, like I swear it's like the same thing. Like people always ask me like, yo, where's Flower Cop? Yo, what's up with Flower Cop? And like people think we're beefing, but it's just like
bro, get off my dick.
Yeah, we just need to like
it's like bro, it's like all right, I'm gonna give a perfect example. Like my girl has been on Periscope. My fans will come on and be like, "Yo, what's going on with X and Ski?"
Yeah.
Who the fuck wants to see that? What the fuck? That's the last thing I want a fan asking my girlfriend. You feel me? Like I'll see that shit and I'll be like, "Yo, like what the fuck is wrong with y'all?" You feel me? But I'm not about to snap on my fans. No, but this is me speaking out on it. Stop that shit. We fucking hate that shit. If you keep doing that shit, we're gonna fucking diss you. Be smart. If you have your own life, you don't want anybody else asking you about your best friend's fucking life. Yeah. You want your spotlight to be your spotlight. It doesn't bother me because I haven't said anything yet. I got asked a question. It doesn't bother me, but don't do it. It's annoying. It's annoying and it's childish.
No, I'm telling you, I relate to that so much, and it's kind of put a strain on my relationship with him because people always ask me about him.
If it puts a strain on you, you're weak.
You think so?
Yeah, I think you're weak if it puts a strain on you because as brothers or as friends, what the fuck does it matter?
No, you're right.
You're gonna realize that pride.
But I feel like it has caused some separation.
Yeah, pride is a burden, man. Pride is a fucking burden, because with anything in life, you're gonna realize everything will shit on your pride. Yeah. It's gonna piss and shit and slap your pride.
I try to be such a humble person though. But it's hard.
If it puts a strain on you.
You're right. You're 100% right.
You just gotta pretty much like take it as it is. It's like, all right, people are gonna ask these questions. What the fuck is it gonna do to me? Does it decrease your money worth? No. Does it harm you or him? No. It's just pretty much saying, hey, we're reminding you that your pride is gonna fuck you.
No, you're 100% right. That's so real. That's so.
Man, pretty much, bro. The way I see it, as long as your best friend doesn't try and fuck you over in any sort of way, you're good. Nothing else matters.
I'm about to call Evan after this interview.
Good. You're gonna realize, bro. I've gone through so fucking much, man. No,
I feel like you're super wise though. Like, I don't know. It's crazy. The first time I met you, and the first time we not the first time I met you, but the first time like you came through and like we went to my homie's crib, and we were chilling. Like I realized like how smart you actually were. Like you.
I leveled up now. I could tell. I think I was smart before.
I think you were smart, but maybe you're more smart now. But like, I don't know, man. I can't even put a word on it, but it shows me that you're in the place because you deserve to be in a place. You know what I mean?
Because the thought is there.
Yeah, like
some people just literally wing it.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I plan this.
It shows me that like it kind of shows the separation. It kind of shows me why you are where you are and other people aren't where they are. You know what I mean?
Nobody will ever have the spot I have because anything after me will be imitated.
Yeah, and boom, that's another question I wanted to ask. Like, since you've been gone, like I've literally gone to shows and just like seen people like do you realize how influential you are to like, the South Florida scene?
I've seen the influence. Because like as far as music, yes, it's
crazy, bro.
How many people try to imitate my music? Yes,
try to imitate your music, and just like when they go to perform, like they even like use some of your mannerisms. Like I seen a kid perform and like he was dead ass like doing what you do when you perform. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
I taught a couple people how to perform.
I don't know, but I don't think you taught this person, you know what I'm saying? I think it was just like this dude seen you perform a bunch of times.
No, it happens.
And just like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it happens.
That's just crazy.
Like I said.
But you brought like an energy, you know what I'm saying? Like you brought like a whole energy. Like I
think I give performing a system. I give it a system. When I come in, I expect a certain thing. You expect a certain thing out of me. Why the fuck would I come there and expect you to look at me? Like, if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna come, I'm saying this to everybody. If you're gonna come to my shows and look at me and you're not gonna like punch me in my shit, like get the fuck out of my show.
You know what's so crazy is I'll be filming you sometimes and I'm like, fuck, do I film this shit?
Or do I jump in this shit? Yeah, man. Nah, man. I got a system to this shit. Like when I come, like I want to cause world chaos. Like I've had some people tell me like, man, they feel like like I bring up hell. Like I make hell rise from the ground when I perform.
I could feel that.
Yeah, it's because that energy, like, all I do. See, the thing is, a lot of like you're gonna realize all of life revolves around energy, bro. And I mean it when I say a lot of these artists take energy from their fans and shit. I don't do that. I just make you fucking like.
I feel like you give energy.
Yeah, I kind of do. I'll have you admit energy. I'll add mine to it. Have you spit it at me, spit it back at you, and have it multiply.
Yeah. Pretty
much, and then I'll just end up like drained after.
Yeah.
But it's always good because then in the long run, with me not being selfish with as far as with the energy I'm giving, I always get it back and more.
Yeah.
So it's really about having that passive state of mind. Pretty much, it's like man, if you're more accepting and you're more like, and you're less you're less of a conformist with anything that you do, man, you get rewarded a fuckload, man. So like, if some shit happens to you and you accept it, man, you're gonna get rewarded. And I mean that. Like, horrible shit is gonna happen to people. Horrible shit is gonna happen to me. I mean, good shit is gonna happen to me. Wonderful shit is gonna happen to me, but horrible shit is gonna happen to me. So I mean, all I can do is accept it, or else it's gonna break me.
Do you feel like you maybe you expect a lot out of people sometimes, or do you not feel like you?
No, I don't expect anything out of anyone anymore.
But
my expectations are low.
So if somebody can't even meet your low expectations,
nope. I'm starting not to expect anything from anyone.
Have you learned?
People have broken my heart.
Yeah. So you've learned to like just not even.
I don't care for expectations anymore.
How do you feel about Perp right now?
Space Ghost Perp?
It's still Perp.
Here's how I'm gonna do this. I went to jail. I had a long time around people that legitimately do this beef shit. I have no beef with Space Ghost Perp. I wish Space Ghost Perp the best in his career. I wish Space Ghost Perp the best in a lot of things. People probably don't realize it, but he's smart. He's on beat because I see that he has the Star of David tattooed on his forehead. I've gotten more into these the spiritual awareness or anything involving the soul, and I know that Space Ghost Perp is on beat. So anything as far as that I perceived about him before, I mean, we're not friends, man. We had beef, man, but in all honesty, my outlook on anything is if it's not gonna affect me, why am I giving it any attention?
Yeah.
Like I tried to fight him before. We're not gonna fight. It's not something that's gonna benefit us even if we do fight. You feel me? So at this point in time, it's really like, I'm gonna just tell y'all this. I'm gonna just put it this way. I got something planned for Miami and Broward that's gonna make everybody sick.
Let's say, hypothetically speaking, he sends you some beats. Are you rapping on them if you like?
I'm gonna do something in Florida that's gonna make everyone sick.
Yeah.
And I mean down to the very, 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 very core of the underground in Florida. I'm going to make Florida what it was supposed to be. I'm going to make Florida the new Atlanta.
Yeah,
Atlanta is on top of everything.
I feel like
I'm tired of Atlanta.
you are gonna do what Perp should have done.
Yes.
I'm
gonna do what any person should have done. I'm not giving Perp any credit with that because anybody could have done it.
Yeah.
I feel like people held him too much to a burden. I feel like people expected too much of him. I'm gonna do what anybody should have done, and if I don't do it, I'm gonna die trying. See, 100%. The thing is, like I was trying to say before, Atlanta runs this shit, man. Atlanta fucking runs this shit. The Migos, Gucci Mane, motherfucking
21
Savage, Young Thug.
We could go forever.
Bro, man, how the fuck does Florida want, bro? They're only a state above us. How the fuck does Florida want to put up with that shit?
I feel like sometimes I feel like
they stick together.
Not only do they stick together,
they have a system. They know how to operate. Like, they act as if they're family.
Have you ever been to A3C? Because if you go to A3C, like, you see how Atlanta operates, and like they fuck with every, like, it could be like nobody knows who this guy is, and everybody's still turning up. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Florida's like a little like snobby about it. Like, you know.
I just feel like Broward and Miami niggas want to prosper by themselves, and they're not willing to give out any handouts. If somebody comes to me in need of teaching or in need of help, I will always try and offer while I can. I mean, I've seen a lot of people ask for just handouts in itself, but if you come to me with some sort of knowledge and show me that you are perceiving, or showing me you are on beat or at the level I am of thinking, if you catch my attention, you feel me? Because I won't always, bro, you gotta realize with 1,000 messages, you're not always gonna fucking want to respond, you feel me?
100%. I get like 20 messages and I'm already overwhelmed about it.
So with anything, bro, it's like if anybody comes to me and I peep that you're on beat, I'm gonna always say on beat as far as like that you're on at my level of thinking.
Yeah.
If you're on beat, man, I'm gonna help you however I can.
No, I mean, even with this, bro, like, this is a blessing. Like,
Yeah.
you doing this for me, like, is a blessing, bro. Like, this is beautiful.
You were always nice to me.
I'm telling you, you called me and I had chills when you told me. Like, I had chills, bro. When you were
always
told me.
you were always nice to me. I just, as far as like visual interviews, I'm leaving that shit alone. Cause if I could have done an audio interview as far as No Jumper, I definitely would have done it, but it wouldn't have been as much publicity. I got the public. Thank God for Adam, man. If Adam hears this, man, Adam, I love you, bro.
Shout out to Adam if you hear this. I'm getting a No Jumper tattoo.
I literally mean it when I say I love that nigga, bro. Adam is fucking cool, bro. Like,
and like, yo, not only that, like, yo, that interview is one of the most viewed interviews. And I was watching it, like, cause I look at No Jumper every day, bro. And I was watching it. After a week, it had 80,000 type shit. Or after
like 3 days, it had like 20K.
It was crazy. And it was just jumping past all the interviews around it.
Yeah.
Like, I was looking at all the ones before it, and it was just flying.
Nobody's talking about, or nobody will talk about what I'm talking about ever. Because my mind just like, my mind is somewhere else. Like, I mean it, and that's my problem. My mind is somewhere else. It's a burden, but it's also a great thing. Yeah, it's also a gift. But my mind is somewhere else, man. My mind will always be somewhere else, and I'm just learning to accept it pretty much. So that's where my individualism will always come in, because my mind is somewhere else.
Yeah. With the new album that you're working on or whatever, like
it's fire.
But what's the sound of it? Are you doing?
It's all experimental. It's all I have everything. Just like if you see my SoundCloud, it's like going through my SoundCloud. You're gonna discover everything. I have melancholy indie. I have rap.
Do you have any of it on you so we could like listen to it?
I do not. I'm
trying to hear something.
It's gonna be fire.
Some exclusive X.
No, when I get it done, I'm gonna be playing the shit. But as of now, no, nothing right now.
Random question. What's your relationship with Denzel like at this point?
That's my brother.
That's your brother?
Yo, anybody that's around me is my brother. Anybody.
There was like a little riff at one point.
The only problem I had was basically he had linked back, and it was pretty bitchy of me. Like, now that I thought about it, when I went to jail, I changed my perspective on a lot of shit. Cause I met some real deal people that real deal kill people, bro.
Yeah.
No, but I mean that. Like, I met some real deal niggas that real deal kill people, and they made me feel pussy forever, even like sending anything on the internet.
Yeah.
Cause I was like, this nigga told me like his I forgot his name. His last name was like Moore. He was a nigga from New York, so he came from fucking Rikers Island. So y'all know that Rikers Island is fucking crazy. You feel me? He had like 4 attempts, bro. 4 attempt murders, bro. And that was my fucking bunkie, bro. He was mad cool, never disrespected me. We were always cool. We almost fought like once, but it was just on some stupid shit. Like, you feel me? I had to like count my pride so that way, you feel me, we wouldn't fuck
100%.
up. But no, like bro, like he was just telling me, he was like, it's not beef if the nigga is still in the street. It's not beef if you can see the nigga and not want to fucking splat him. It's not beef if when you see that nigga, you not trying to fucking kill that nigga.
Yeah.
If he can still walk the block, bro, it's not fucking beef, bro. This Twitter shit is not fucking beef. That's why I came home and I don't really give a fuck for anything, bro. Cause it's like, bro, what the fuck is the point of fighting, bro? What is it gonna do, bro?
Yeah,
Cause all it does is help my pride, and then my pride just gets shit on with something else.
Yeah.
So like, it's like, bro, what the fuck is it really gonna do? It's not gonna do anything, bro. It's all gonna lead into foolishness, bro. Cause that's like, alright, that's like me going to go beat somebody's fucking kid up, right? And then I break their fucking neck, bro. I break their fucking neck, and I didn't kill them, you feel me? And they live, and then I end up going to jail for it, or I end up going to prison for it. That's not beef. I didn't smoke that nigga. I fought him, and an accident happened, and now I'm in fucking prison, bro. That's something I want to avoid. If I got beef with you, bro, if I got real deal beef with you, I'ma just smoke you, bro. And nobody's worth that, bro. Nobody is worth me going to prison for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Bro, being in jail for, bro, it was only 3 months. I had served like a year in a fucking Graham, but like, bro, 3 months in that county jail will change you, bro. 3 months in any jail will fucking change you, bro, because you realize nothing is worth you being in that shit, bro. They're taking your soul from you, bro.
Yeah.
They're telling you you're gonna spend the rest of your life here, and there's nothing you can do about it, because if you run away, we're gonna come get you.
Yeah.
And we got barbed wire, so you're gonna have to fuck your skin up to get out. They're telling you you're fucked. Your soul is ours. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's the last thing you want to do. And then you go in there, and if you go in there like with no knowing, bro, you're gonna go in there and it's gonna be like a ton of bricks hitting you. Cause you gotta go in there spiritually aware, bro. You gotta go in there knowing how to lucid dream or astral project or meditate or reach a higher level of thinking or to make your soul basically leave your body, bro. That's the only way you're gonna get out of jail. That's the only fucking way, and all that shit is possible. Look up astral projection. All of that shit is possible.
Yeah, I'm a big sleeper. I lucid dream almost
Yeah,
every
you lucid
night.
see, and bro, that's the point I'm trying to get to. Like when I was in jail, I got to the point of learning how to astral project. I got into the point of learning how to meditate. I got into the point of learning how to see which energies I'm using in my body. I got into the point of knowing all of that shit. I'm like with like this, and this is just something that's available to anybody.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm putting everybody on beat that should practice this shit because, bro, I don't think it's fucking fair that nobody's getting a chance because they don't know this shit. Pay attention to that shit. You are the key. You are the key. Nothing else is the key. The law of attraction at its finest will always work with the human mind. Anything you want, you can attract. You are the key. You can be more successful than I am. You may have more energy than I do. I am nothing special. Use your brain. Attract what you want. Believe in yourself. You are capable. That alone is the key to success.
What do you think happens after you die?
If you didn't get it right, you're gonna come back.
Until you get it right?
Yeah, I believe in the ultimate God concept. I believe in Satan. I believe in demons. I believe in ghosts. I believe in spirits. I believe in the spiritual realm. I believe in a lot of shit. I believe in all that shit. I've experienced a lot of shit. My outlook on religion, I definitely do not have a religion because I feel like it's man-made. Anybody can alter the Bible.
Yeah,
I could go
100%.
I could go fucking print out my own Bible. You feel me?
And people would follow.
Yeah, people would definitely follow. But see, my
100%.
thing is, bro, like what I've learned with the whole God state of it, there definitely is a God. There definitely is a devil.
Yeah, I mean, because you can't have one without the other.
Yeah, you can't have one without the other. So if you've discovered any sort of soul or you've seen a soul, there's God, my guy.
Yeah. No,
because
for sure.
beyond anything involving the soul, it always comes down to a God, like a
Yeah.
God state of mind. You get what I'm saying? So, like, I definitely believe in the ultimate God. As far as what the Christian Bible or any other Bible perceives, no. But
I feel you 100%.
I've looked into
100%.
I've looked into the Muslim Bible. I've looked at is it the Quran? I've looked into the Quran, and I definitely favor the Quran more than the Christian Bible.
Yeah, you think it's kind of like more like a
because they spoke
prayer points type of system.
Yeah, they spoke about basically the
because that's what it's about though, right?
Yeah,
it's like
it's the same shit.
You get like you gotta pray a certain amount of times.
No, not necessarily,
get,
bro. You don't even have to do that, bro. It's all up to you, bro. It's basically, bro, what they say is just the only difference with the Quran is the level of praying that they do, the specificness that they have in what they do.
It's almost like a point system though,
yes,
right?
they have a point system to it, but like they don't say anything different from the Christian Bible, bro.
No, I feel like religion should be like something that's taught in school, just because it
not at all.
It opens minds though.
I feel like that's gonna fuck everything up.
Not like one certain religion, like world religion.
I don't feel like any religion should be taught in school. I feel like
you don't
people.
Think so?
I feel like if it's real, they'll find it.
I feel that.
If it's real, they find it. If there's a God, they will find it.
That makes sense.
So my thing is with the Quran, studying the Quran, like the Christian state of mind or the Christian agreement is that Jesus was like it's like they gave him kind of a God role. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But when you look into the Muslim Bible and you look back into the Christian Bible, when they speak back on it, they say they basically revolve around the thought that Jesus was a prophet. Pretty much, they're saying that Jesus was a man chosen, just as any man can be chosen, just as any man was given a gift. Jesus was a prophet. He came to deliver a message. He delivered his message, and then he died and went to heaven as he was supposed to. So the dying, living with perfect sin was pretty much what he did. I mean, living without sin is pretty much what he did. But they're just saying pretty much that Jesus was a prophet and he came down to give a message. So they brother, it's the same fucking shit, bro. All of this shit is connected, bro. All of it is just, it all comes down to like the idea of Jesus and what role he played. But the idea of there being a God, every fucking religion says there is a God.
Yeah.
Every religion. It's just having a higher state of mind, bro. The way I look at it, bro, is if you don't want to have a fucking horrible life in this life or the next one, live it appropriately. Not telling you can't fuck bitches, bro, because that's not harming anyone. Not telling you can't live your fucking life, do drugs, bro. If you want to fucking do drugs, that's not harming anyone. But don't go out robbing people. Don't go out stabbing people. Don't go out beating people up. Don't go out doing anything that's gonna fuck with anybody else's path, because manifesting like a God in your life, you gotta realize other people are manifesting God in their life. You feel me? So you're stepping into their territory and fucking with their life. You get what I'm saying? That's like earning all this money and then somebody comes in and steals all your shit. That's a horrible fucking feeling. That's a horrible feeling. That's 100%. Fucking up your whole life. Somebody came in and fucked up your whole story that you planned for yourself. You might have had 50 million in there planning to take your 3 kids and your wife and go to a fucking island and get the fuck away from here, and somebody fucked that up for you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a horrible feeling. So if you want to live life, live it by. If you want to live life and you want to live it appropriately and come back in the next life and live a fucking wonderful life, man, stay the fuck away from negativity. And I'm not talking about with music. You can always you can channel negativity through wonderful things, because fucking opposites attract. So I could give out a negative and possibly get out a positive. 100%. But I have to have that higher level of thinking to realize that giving out this negative is going to bring me a positive. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I've definitely always, I don't know, my level of thinking is weird.
Yeah, no, but with your ideology, with saying that like you die, come back until you get it right. Do you feel like you're close to getting it right? Because I feel like you might be.
Nope. I put my hands on other people I already lost.
Well, this life.
Yeah. No. To live perfect, you gotta figure out.
But you think you have to live a perfect life?
Yeah.
To get to the next level.
To get to heaven, yes.
So you think you have to be like something like a Mormon, like not like a Mormon, but like the dudes.
No, it's not about
bikes?
religion. It's about being self-sufficient. It's about the power in oneself. It's about ideally mimicking God. That's what it is.
So you think
because when it comes down to any religion, it all has commandments, right?
Yeah.
You have to find the proper commandments. You have to find what is real, because that's going to be the hardest part, finding out what is real and what rules you should follow. And the problem is with this shit, it's a big cycle, bro. You're not ever really
so
gonna find.
You think you got to start over?
Pretty much. Give me a second, Rob's coming.
No, you're good.
Yo.
You want another beer?
No, I'm sure. Yo.
You do?
Yeah.
You got, bro. Are you about to Yeah, bro. You gotta go, bro. Cause I'm on house arrest, so I can't go. Bro, why you talking Panto, bro? You gotta come to the and then you're gonna go to room. Hold on. I'm gonna go outside real quick. Hold on. Yeah.
This is like the best interview ever. How long are we gone so far?
Like an hour and some change.
This is the best interview ever.
It's gonna probably take this shit gonna take me an hour to bounce out.
That's cool.
But we gonna release that shit tonight.
Let's do it. Let's release it tonight. I'm fucking 4 beers in. I'm having a great time. This is a beautiful conversation. I'm actually kind of happy we didn't record like the actual, because sometimes when I'm like on camera, I'm a little bit more nervous. You know what I'm saying? So like it's dope that like we're just like.
Sorry, my nigga Rob Banks called me. Hey, yo, I love you. Fuck with that nigga. I fuck with that nigga heavy as fuck. That's my dog.
Rob's coming right now?
Yeah, he's coming up here.
That's lit.
Yeah, that's my fucking dog.
I was just telling him that this is probably like the best one ever, and I'm kind of glad that we didn't like record it on video, because sometimes on video I'm like a little bit more nervous.
Yeah.
And like it's just.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
cameras do something to you, man.
Yeah.
Cameras do something to everybody.
100%.
You ever seen a bitch get in front of a camera and just get loose?
Yeah.
Man, it does something to you, man.
It does.
It makes everybody act different.
It does.
It does.
Every time I met you, the first time I met you was at the hangar.
At the hangar?
And that's when you jumped over the little shit, you fucking hit your nuts.
Oh man, that was a horrible experience. Yeah, I hated that shit. Oh my god. Yeah, I remember that.
That was my first time seeing you perform.
Yeah, shouts out to Drew Swace. I did that shit with Drew Swace.
Yeah.
Fucking ski. Yeah, that's my fucking brother. I want him to prosper, man. He's gonna prosper.
Yeah, he is, man. I'm really rooting for Drew.
Man, I'm gonna make sure, bro. Like I told everybody that when I am where I am, everybody will get a piece. Everybody that did support me or did not give me any sort of negativity and handed me positivity will get a piece. Yeah. And it's gonna be a pretty big fucking piece. No. It's like giving me like a quarter of a slice of a pie and get
You
the
know
whole
what?
pie.
You know
back.
what my favorite thing about you is that you're such like. Not only are you an incredible artist, but you're like also like a fan of what's going on around you.
Yeah,
You know what
definitely.
I'm saying?
You have
And
to.
you're not like the kind of person. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you're on house arrest now, so maybe you would pick up and go to Cali. But I feel like you're more of like you're worried about the people around you
That
more
is
than like
in my
the
city.
people-
Yeah, you gotta make your city love you first. If your city doesn't love you, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, but I feel like,
But
but I feel like there's a separation. You know what I mean? Because I feel like a lot of people, well, almost up until you guys, like up until you and Ski, everybody was like getting big here, or not even getting big here, going
And then they
somewhere,
went somewhere else.
going somewhere else first, getting big, and then coming back
And then
here.
coming
that shit
back.
don't work.
And
That shit
they were
don't work.
big.
If the city love me, the city gonna put me on, and that's what
Yeah.
it's doing.
No, it's doing that. It's doing that to the fullest, and it's
Hell yeah.
and it's wild, and it's crazy to see like how much has changed.
People in Florida
within,
just
like-
gotta expand their minds, but that's why I'm so controversial, because I do every fucking thing. I have punk rock, melancholy indie, fucking storytelling rap, bro. The only thing I haven't done is like jazz and country.
What I wanted to ask you was who's the biggest person that's reached out to you so far? And then I also wanted to ask you some other questions, but who's the biggest person that's reached out
I
to you
mean,
so
Lil Wayne's
far?
company reached out to me.
Truck Fit or what?
Yeah.
Truck
Yeah,
Fit reached out to you?
Yeah, they're booking me.
And they're booking you for a show?
Yeah, in LA.
That's so fire.
And then I had Mod's son. I just recently
Yeah,
discovered.
Mod's son, I saw the
Yeah.
Mod's son one today.
Yeah, I
and
just recently discovered who he was. He's actually a very, very, very nice guy. Very, very nice guy.
He's awesome. I would love to meet him and talk to him one
Yeah,
time.
man. He had invited me to. He was saying that he wanted me to link for the Machine Gun Kelly and him tour, but just due to this house arrest shit, I've
Yeah.
definitely been like if I was out, I would have done that, and then I also would have did a show with Wi-Fi and Schoolboy Q. So I missed quite a few experiences that I should have gone through.
Yeah, but I mean, it's gonna come, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
it'll come. I'm patient.
You really are like an amazing artist, and now honestly, I've brought you up in almost every podcast that I've done. I don't know if you've seen any of the other ones, but almost every podcast I've done, you and Ski have been brought up in conversation.
Yeah.
Like,
Every last one.
I'm a huge fan, bro, and it's so crazy to see, like, because I've really seen you from like 2,000 followers to what are you, 38 now?
Yeah, like 38,
some crazy
38, almost
number,
40.
like some
I have
crazy number.
I have like 70 something on SoundCloud.
Like, yeah, 77. I saw that shit
Yeah, like
today.
77, man. Like 77 or 78.
Incredible, bro. Like
Yeah,
it's,
man. I'm about to be at 100K.
you know what's
man.
so crazy is like growing up, I always wanted to be like cool with somebody like Wiz Khalifa. Like
Yeah.
when I was younger, I'm like, damn, I would love to be like one of Wiz Khalifa's friends. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
feel like you're on your way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I
I feel like I'm gonna be far too controversial though.
okay, maybe Wiz Khalifa was a bad example because he's like a
Nah, but I'm not saying in a comparison state of mind. I'm saying like I feel like I'm gonna be too big. Like if I don't die before I reach there, man, I'm gonna be too big.
I think no, and I
And people are gonna hate me,
I
dog.
honestly completely agree with you, bro.
Yeah, no, people are
I
gonna
honestly
fucking hate me.
completely and
Do you hear the shit I make these people's kids repeat?
yeah.
People are gonna fucking hate me, dog.
Yeah.
I rapped about selling my soul in the song.
Somebody actually asked me that on Twitter. Did you really sell your
I
soul?
really sold my soul. I sold my soul to myself and to my fans. I mean, people look at selling your soul as like selling
on
your soul
eBay
to the
or
devil.
something.
Nah, they look at it like it's selling your soul to the devil. It's really not selling your soul to the devil. It's giving your soul to something.
Yeah.
So giving a piece of your soul to your career is giving a piece of your energy or your being to something. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you could sell your soul to sex, nigga. You could sell your soul to a PS4. Like you're gonna meet somebody that's like, oh, you sold your soul to that PS4 or sold your soul to that shit. It's because you're giving all of your soul to it.
Yeah.
Just giving all of your being. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I say I sold my soul, like I mean when I speak in that song, I'm literally speaking about selling my soul to a demon, ideally. But I'm just gonna say that it's it's foreplay or storytelling. But as far as like selling my soul, I definitely have given a piece of my soul to a lot. Yes.